Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into the absolute data-backed blueprint for building a highly profitable YouTube channel in 2026. Look, if you've ever felt like you're grinding away, putting in endless hours of editing for basically zero return, well, you're definitely not alone. But today, we're going to fix that by looking at the hard data.
Okay, here is our roadmap for today. We're going to cover 1. The most profitable 2026 niches. 2. Avoiding the reused content trap. 3. Mastering the shorts algorithm. 4. Turning views into subscribers. And 5. Your complete 2026 YouTube blueprint. Let's get right into it.
Let's tackle the ultimate creator frustration right out of the gate. You know the feeling, right? You get a viral hit, literally millions of eyeballs on your stuff, and then you check your dashboard and it shows practically $0. No way! Well, to solve this, we've got to understand one absolutely crucial truth. Not all views are valued equally by advertisers. Section 1. The most profitable 2026 niches. We have some fascinating data from Outlier Kit to see where the real money actually is this year. Now, you might be thinking you need to jump into some ultra-crowded, hyper-competitive space to make a good living. Actually, scratch that, you really don't. Verified creator dashboards show that low-competition, faceless niches, like betrayal and revenge narratives, are pulling in an incredible 1282 RPM. English learning podcasts, right on their heels at 1188. These spaces are seeing massive, explosive growth, up to 21 times, because they perfectly combine long watch times with heavily underserved audiences. It's like finding a gold mine nobody else is digging in. Now, if we zoom out to broader categories, it totally makes sense why certain niches just pay so much better. Advertisers are literally paying premium rates. Think $15 to $22 per 1,000 views for finance and legal content. Why? Because each viewer in those niches has a significantly higher lifetime purchasing power. A viewer watching a tech tutorial or a deep dive into legal advice is a highly valuable lead to a software company or a law firm. Moving on to Section 2, avoiding the reused content trap. Here's the major catch, though. You could find the absolute highest paying niche in the world, but if you run afoul of the YouTube Partner Program rules, you're going to earn exactly $0. You really have to understand Google's super strict definition of reused content. The platform will actively penalize your channel if you're just, compiling social media clips, downloading existing media, or re-uploading stuff without deeply transforming it. If you aren't adding significant original commentary or some kind of creative editing spin, your monetization is getting shut down, for sure. And this brings up a huge point about using AI in 2026. A lot of creators are kind of panicking, right? They think any AI use means instant demonetization. Well, that's just not true. You are absolutely not banned for using AI scripts or voices. But, and this is a big but, you must be the director. The final product has to show clear human direction and educational value to prove that you genuinely crafted the experience. All right, Section 3, mastering the shorts algorithm. So, with our safe, high-paying niche picked out and our content strategy totally aligned with the rules, let's explore the ultimate discovery engine to get massive eyeballs on our channel. Right now, YouTube Shorts is the absolute biggest pond to fish in. With over 2 billion monthly active users, it's a massive built-in user base that completely crushes competitors like TikTok and Instagram Reels. And check this out. This stat is just staggering. 74% of your shorts views will come from people who are not subscribed to you. Just let that sink in for a second. The algorithm is literally built from the ground up to continuously introduce your stuff to fresh, untapped audiences. It's a pure discovery machine. But to capture that brand new audience, you only have a tiny 3-second window. You've got to ditch those vague, diary-style titles and pivot to specific, promise-driven hooks that physically stop the viewer from scrolling. So don't say, my morning routine. That's kind of weak, honestly. Tell them exactly what they're getting instead. My 5-minute productivity hack for mornings. See the difference? That's a specific promise they'll actually stick around for. Once you've hooked them, you need a tight blueprint for the actual 15 to 30-second script. This is where frameworks like PASS, Problem, Agitate, Solution come in to save the day. It ensures you're telling a super engaging mini-narrative. You just introduce a pain point they totally relate to, agitate it a bit to build some tension, and then bam, deliver the satisfying solution. Section 4. Turning views into subscribers. Getting millions of views is an amazing start, obviously, but how do we actually turn a passive, mindless swiper into a dedicated subscriber? Let's quickly look at the psychology of the endless doom scroll. Viewers are in a totally passive consumption mode. So if your content feels interchangeable with 1,000 other creators out there, or if you just completely forget to ask them to subscribe, well, they're just going to keep swiping. You have to give them a really clear contextual reason to come back. The real secret here? Transforming a single, isolated viewing experience into an ongoing relationship. And you do that by creating series and recurring formats. So when a viewer watches day 1 of a challenge, or part 1 of a deep dive, you're creating an open loop in their brain. You're making them genuinely crave the next installment. Plus, you can systematically implement some really easy off-video tactics to make sure that when someone does check out your profile, you seamlessly lock in that subscription. Things like pinning a comment with a strong call to action on every single short, having an awesome welcoming channel trailer, or grouping your shorts into bingeable playlists. All of this signals to a viewer that your channel is a community worth joining. Section 5, your 2026 YouTube blueprints. Let's put this all together into an actionable, step-by-step masterclass for your next month of creation. This right here is your 30-day roadmap to your first 1,000 subscribers. First, it requires consistency, posting 1 short a day to build a solid foundation. Then you iterate. Let your YouTube Studio analytics guide what you do next. You gotta double down on the formats driving the most retention and optimize based on exactly which videos are actually bringing in new subscribers. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do I maintain an aggressive daily upload schedule without completely burning out? Well, smart creators in 2026 lean heavily into AI workflows. By letting AI handle all the heavy lifting, things like instant captioning, generating targeted B-roll, or rapidly testing out scripts, you get to stay comfortably in the creative director's chair. You get to focus on the big ideas, while the machines handle all the tedious editing. And ultimately, executing this consistent, data-driven strategy leads you straight to the finish line, unlocking the YouTube Partner Program. Once you hit 1,000 subscribers, alongside either 10 million valid Shorts views or 4,000 watch hours, you finally transform all that hard work and high-retention content into actual, reliable ad revenue. So as you take this 2026 blueprint and start applying it to your own channel, I want to leave you with one final, absolutely vital question to think about. Are you just building a channel for passing swipers? Or are you ready to build a thriving, loyal community? The blueprint is literally right in front of you. Go make it happen.